Okay.
E36 Unfiltered, aka the Unfiltered Room with Mr. E. Gray. Introducing all the latest names and the latest news. Hottest take, he the new face, yeah, the new sound. But keep it old school, raw interviews from local athletes, even digging off and entertainment too. Own style, he got his own lane, it's unfiltered out, we keep it raw, man. New content to keep the people ready. E36, no Jerome Bettis, real dialogue and real conversations. You keep it real, but we real. Mr. E. Gray in the building. E36 Unfiltered.
Everybody, how you doing? It's your boy E Great from E36 Unfiltered Live podcast, guys. We thank you so very much for sticking around with us, guys. Know we experienced some technical difficulties, but guess what? All is well, and a little bit of prayer, a little bit of determination, make it happen. All right. So anyway, real quick, guys, we go ahead and jump right on into this. This is a great night, big night for us here. So what we got going on, guys? We got my co-host Chris James here in the building, man. How you doing, KJ?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Wonderful, 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 guys. And now, while you coming on here, guys, make sure understand what this is, guys. This is the E36 Unfiltered Room podcast, guys. The best live entertainment and sports podcast show out there on the market. Believe it, all right. Also, guys, make sure you can find us on all streaming platforms as we have on here, guys. You can find us on our anchor.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We got it going on, guys. Radio Public, all the way across the board. You will find us, guys. So make sure you go ahead and go to these different sites. You can be able to check us out. And also, last but not least, don't forget to hit that share button, hit that like button, that share button, that like button, guys, and hashtag E36 upon your entry. And then also scrolling around across Justice for Steve Perkins, getting it going. All right. Now, this is what we came here for, guys, to start the night of the moment, guys. The man for the hour. I'm gonna bring you along with his father, his mother. We got the West Morgan talented prep star, also senior year, just committed to University of North Alabama. Number 21 running back Jalen Fletcher, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I mean, I'm doing great, man. Let's go ahead and get this underway, man. So this is opening up the week, man. I'm gonna kind of shuffle around for my code, let them know, kind of move around a little bit differently on the segment, because I want to kind of get into some of the meats of the things about this man. Talking about his accolades here. I'm gonna let Chris join in and talk about my man accolades, what he has done in the season, because he has been nothing less than a human highlight reel on that field. So, Chris James, go ahead and talk about it a little bit, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, he been showing out.
Yes,
Hey, we got what 13 over 1,300 going on 1,400 rushing yards, averaging 11.2 a carry out of 120 carries,
yes, sir.
averaging 124 yards a game, 26 touchdowns, which is ranked third in the national average, and 39 touchdowns total, which is also ranked third for the national average. I mean, you out here killing it. You beast mode.
Most
Uh,
definitely, most definitely.
popping up on the news channels, Player of the Week for WAFF and WHNT. I mean, you putting the city on the map.
So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk. I'm sorry. Could you and make sure you go ahead and knock it? I don't want to cut none of it short.
Nah. Go ahead. It's
All
plenty
right.
to talk about.
And my man, like I said, he's going to be a two-time. He will be a two-time All-State performer. Hit it last year. What's going to happen this year and everything. And man, this is it, man. So let's talk about this real quick, man. What has brought about? What's it about this season separated from your last season that you see make the help you make the biggest jump in your yards per carry and your total yards, rushing yards and receiving yards all together? What made the difference? Who was the different Jalen than what he was from last year?
I just feel like this offseason, I took it more personal since like last year we fell short in the second round. And so I just feel like I should train more harder, get bigger, get in the weights every day, or just train every weekend.
Okay, I like that. So talk to me, man. What about that? I know we start watching you now listed as standing at 5'6", 5'7", 165 pounds. How much weight did you put on this in the off season? Did you add some weight? What specific things are you trying to work on to improve?
I really just gained muscle. I gained probably like 12 to 15 pounds just in muscle this offseason.
Oh wow. Okay. Now I seen a couple of pictures, man, on you on the live to my partner Rob Bird. So I'm sure you was in the bird camp this year, putting in some work with the off season and everything as well, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, wonderful, wonderful, man. So now I'm looking into you, and the reason why I'm going to ask those things you have put into play, man, because it has yielded your results, and at the same time, been able to maintain your speed. As I've always heard about you, that your biggest component that stuck out to you was about your speed. For us, talk about really quick about personally for yourself. What are some of your things that your tangibles and intangibles that separate you to be the player that you feel that you are?
That's why I'm just quicker. Like I'm quick on my feet. Like I know when to make that cut or when not to. So I just feel like I'm just quicker than every other people who I play against.
Well, where you contribute that coming from, man? Is that something that you had to learn over time, or you think it's instinctive, and you were just able to sharpen your skills as time went on? What brought about that for you? How would you call it?
It took some time because I know at first I wasn't like that. So when I started going the rod and going to him heavy, I feel like he helped me a lot to get my feet quicker.
Mm, okay, I got you, I got you. So for you, I could talk about kind of understanding your background. Let's talk about that a little bit. I know, Rick, you get from Decatur. You went to Decatur High, former Red Raider, and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. But your sons have ended up going to West Morgan because I think even your older son also came to West Morgan. Did you guys move into West Morgan, or were you guys always raised from the beginning in West Morgan?
We moved to Westmore. We ended up building a house out here
Okay.
and everything. 'Cause we love the community. It's nice out here. People are friendly. So when we came out here, we just felt at home. Everybody, especially at West Morgan, the elementary school on up to the middle school and high school, we
Yeah.
just all felt at home. The teachers and the people and parents, everything just amazing around here.
I love it. I love it, man. And that's this to me, man, to see what you guys are doing. And like I said, I'm glad that people are making that move and understanding the program because I remember, even myself from back in my time was definitely a proud place to be at, a proud place to play. And to see, I think you guys now have hit some history where this is only the fifth. I think this is the one, two, three, four. This will be the fifth. I think only the fifth time in history the team is went undefeated in the regular season. And you guys are on the track to make some even bigger things. But I want to get into that just yet. What I want to talk about real quick before we get into how epic and monumental that this week can be for you guys. Well, it will be for you guys. I want to talk about you guys already know the status of it, man. Real quick, I'm gonna go check back. Give me just a hot second here. I want to make sure I'm staying on track. My man, help me keep me on track. So we got to go ahead and talk about, man. You have made this leap into your next dimension, man. Discovering your gift and all these things. You have committed to the University of North Alabama. Made that commitment, man. So all about that real quick. I want to actually give you a quick little shout out on that real quick. So guys, I'm gonna put you guys everybody on hold for a second, and we're gonna let my man represent as showing what he had done and how big this moment is for his life. And like I said, I'm proud of him as well. So you guys bear with me a few moments. See if I got it on here. Yeah, we got shit going. Oh, you know what? We're gonna hold off on it. We're gonna hold off. We're gonna keep it moving. So let's take a bit of recruiting process, man. You made a commitment to University of North Alabama. So what was that opportunity, that moment like when you realized that this was the place that you needed to be? What was those components that played into that role?
I just feel like whenever they first started recruiting me, I was like, plus it was close at home, first of all. But I feel like whenever like the running back coach started contacting me, he made it feel like home. And he told me like what position I was gonna play, how they gonna use me. And I just felt like ever since then, me and him had that relationship.
Okay, okay. Now for that, I know they're going into this year. How often? How year? This is the first year coach, second year. How many years he's been there? This coach,
3.
three. Okay, it's going to his third season here. So for you, when did they start recruiting you, UNA? And I know you also spoke on is close to home.
Yes.
So how much of a factor? What other schools were recruiting you, and how much of a factor did the close proximity play into you making your decision as well?
I had quite a few schools who was recruiting me, but I just feel like UNA applied more pressure than what other schools was trying to tell me.
Okay, okay. So for you right now, what's some of the and because I'm gonna let you jump in here real quick, we'll talk about some things. I want to make sure I shout out, man. We got some people showing some love, man. Karen Letson also showing some major love to the family. We got Deanna Taylor Brooks, love the whole Fletcher family. So proud of you. I'm flashing some things across the screen, man. So yeah, you just got to keep on showing, keep on pouring that, showing that love and the admiration, man, for the young man of what he has done, him and his family, his entire team as well. Um, So to get back to that question real quick, talk about what are some of the roles. What's the roles they have you having for you as you make your commitment down there? How do they see themselves utilizing you for your commitment down at UNA?
They were gonna use me as an athlete. Like I can line up at slot, receiver, running back, be punt return, kick return, all those kind of things.
So for you going into what do you feel most comfortable? What position you feel most comfortable going into?
Running back.
Okay, okay, that's what I'm talking
Now
about. That's what I
we
hear.
had to ask. I mean, you got 575 receiving with 11
Yeah,
touchdowns.
switch the
I,
arm
you
right
know,
back there.
yeah. So you know what? Talk about that. Like, were you expecting to get the ball out in space like that? That was just part of the game plan. Somebody was the coach was like, man, like you can catch the ball pretty good. Let's put you out there receiver.
Nah, this all season, they was like, we can utilize me more than just me being in the backfield, using my speed and quickness. And they felt like I can be more effective on Fridays of me being outside or inside the box.
Mm. I like that. I like that. And one thing I liked about you guys, man, is the 1-2 punch you had um, with your running back. Is it Scruggs or Strong? Number one,
Strong.
Strong. Okay, so
Big
you got
strong.
so okay, that is so. I mean, you guys partner. As you can see, he gonna hit it in the middle. It's like thunder and lightning out there, getting it going. How have you guys been able to? How long have you guys been playing together? And because it seems like you got a really good yin yang type of chemistry going on with each other. So for you, what's kind of some of the way you guys utilize each other's strength to be able to be such explosive tandem?
Me and Jeremy go way back. We played Little League together whenever I was playing with Austin. And just then, now me and him being teammates while we seniors in high school, it just feels good.
I love it. I love it. So for you, man, let's go into got you guys Drew Phillips. Or for you, if I get into that, this is another question I'm gonna bring the pops and stuff. I mean, I remember going down that road years and years ago, many moons ago. Matter of fact, God, you weren't even born. I was going to college. So yeah, so many moons ago. But the biggest thing for me, I was kind of that part too. I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to go too far from home. I was like, okay, Florida State looks good. We looking at different teams and everything. I was a big Florida State fan. When I went on a visit, I'm like, we driving. We drive for a long time. I can't just get back home real quick. And my mama, she wasn't hearing it by no means. She was like, John, this ain't it. No, this is too far away. So I understand the proximity of being close kind of plays a factor in it. For you, this is for the parents, mom or dad, because you're in the screen. How much what were some of the factors that you were looking for? 'Cause I think this is very important for the audience to see that and hear this for them coming up. What were some things you were looking into, and that kind of weighed on your option to be able to know what you feel comfortable sending your son to?
Home. Everywhere, the places we visit, the games we visit, is home. Camps we visit, the coaches make you feel at home and things like that. When you tour the campus, it's things that he like, he pointed that he see. It was eye catching for him. As far as the drive, yes, believe me, he sleeps. So basically, I'm on my own sometimes. Then I wake up because it's like, could he drive this far if we went 3 hours to Troy and places like that? But
Mm.
when you get there, the coaches make you feel at home, and that's what I want him to feel at home. Not call and say, "Mom and Dad, I'm ready to come back home." I want him to stay, go do at the next level. Hey, keeps prospering.
Yes. Oh, best believe that. It's gonna happen. Even though you close, you're gonna have that feeling like, we know you may not be too bad because I think really what I believe, man, looking at it, this may be, like I said, it's gonna be your first real decision, man, being away from home. Like amongst basically making your own sound decisions and things of that nature. Let's talk about a little bit of the flip side of that, and also we got Sylvia Pitts also. Congratulations as well. So I'm assuming you guys know a lot of these names and everything. That's good.
Yeah, family,
Uh,
family, friends, family, friends.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm showing you much love, man. So let's talk about the other aspect off the field, because again, it's all about that character as well, and also the academics. One day, school ball will end. So for you, what is you looking for as for when you're going to going towards your degree? Have you decided on what degree you pursuing? What you're looking into from academic standpoint.
I've been kind of looking at cybersecurity, and me committing to UNA, they have cybersecurity, so I feel like that would make me commit to them too.
I
That's a
like
good
that.
one to be in right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trust me, look, do something right now. It may be difficult right now, but stay with it. Get with it. And also the shout out to that man, cause like it's gonna pay off in the end. Those jobs is high, going high, the high demand, very important, very critical for your life after sports, man. Let's talk about this real quick because this another piece. Like I said, I think is so important. Like I said, we see the accolades on the field and the talent that you have on that field. But you also take your education very important. To salute to your parents as well. You recently also not long ago got inducted to the National Honor Society. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about that, man. So what? Why for you is and it makes like a crazy question, but what is it for you that makes help you keep yourself grounded in the right perspective, understanding? Yeah, I love the game. I love the cheers. I understand that I'm good at this, but my education is important as well. My academics. What is that has been instilled inside of you to stress that so high?
I see
Oh
Dad
my,
laughing.
my parents been on me ever since I was little about grade, school, all that. They don't play about school.
Education first.
What's that?
Education first.
I want. I love it.
Dad
And you
said
got
ain't no rod sparing around here.
look. You don't study. You don't eat. You don't work. You don't eat. Let's go. Come on. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Cut in. Somebody finna say something. All
No,
right.
go
Make sure.
ahead, go ahead.
All right, make sure I want to cut anybody off. Now what I want to do here, I want you to go into. I'm gonna let Chris, man, we kind of talk about some of the impact that your parents have played on you. And the one that I'm seeing right now, even in the comment section, is a lot of support, and I'm loving it. I'm trying to get them on the screen as best as I can, as fast as I can. Sarah Lester Phillips, Brantley, Braxton, Barrett, love you, Jalen. So you definitely get a lot of love, man. That speaks to your character and how you carry yourself. How have you translated that, man, into being a leader? Do you consider yourself a vocal leader or more of a silent leader and lead by example versus by your voice and example? How would you phrase your leadership style?
I'll say a silent leader, but I can be a vocal leader. So I just feel like if I'm vocal, people will actually listen to me. But when I'm silent, like a silent leader, they still listen to me. But it's like I have to show them how I
Mhm.
am gonna like be a leader.
And how do you do that? How have you most just demonstrated that this season?
I feel like just going out there, going 100% every play and doing the right things every time.
Okay, okay, okay. Look, and I think and it's got to have so many different styles, man. I remember this, and I'm gonna bring this guy name up because you guys will know and be able to relate with him. Named Richard Mosley. I think
Yeah.
his son now is also on the team of Blazing Speed. It was something of that nation. That he was now before Richard was he was matter of fact Richard was almost a carbon copy of yourself in height. He a little more stature now because he Richard
Yeah,
about 175, 180 or something, but boy can run it like lightning. I don't know if y'all heard about his history, but Richard was the one that he went crazy about working out. He was naturally like just strong. And I remember going into my senior year, I'm like, man, we got a chance to do something. We got a chance to really go far. And I'm really normally laid back. I'll be vocal, like you said, when I have to, but I'm show by example. It was time where we went this far extended. Like, okay, what, Rich? All right, we got to go to the house. Let's go. He got to make these workouts, summer workouts. We going to the house, knocking on the door. Hey, wake up. Get up. We need you. Like it was that level of type of seriousness with that, man. Because you gotta like, bro, we need you. We're gonna need you. Fourth quarter, we're gonna need you. And that style because you gotta understand like, hey, this is my last go around, and I gotta make sure not only the best impression for myself, but also for my teammates. See, I'm willing to go as far as I need to go to make sure that we do what we need to do to be what we need to be and where we all want to be, and that is in a championship at the last man standing. And so and I brought that example up to you because we're going to jump right into this. Your parents, and I know you're going into this is a very, very big time. And last year, you guys made it to the first round,
Yeah.
and this year, and you lost a defeat. This year, you're going into and Chris joining in any given time, and this year, you guys are into the your second round, and this is it. What you think? How do you guys approach and how have you guys approached this week differently than last year? Oh, better yet, before I even get to that, what the last year loss in that first round defeat, we like, okay, we should have got there. Is help you prepare for this moment that you are about to enter into that second round. How would you say?
that's right. I was like, this team after last year loss, it was like we knew we can, like, we know we belonged in the playoffs, and we knew we could have played longer last year. I was like, this team this year just felt like we can be even more better and make it past this round.
Mm, okay. So kind of the confidence and experience. Would you say that experience has yielded you guys the opportunity to be able to really, like I said, believe in yourself and really know, hey, I'm not just happy to be here. I supposed to be here. I'm meant to be here.
Mm.
I love it. I love it. And
That's
so
good.
that's the thing about knowing you supposed to be here versus think you're supposed to be here or wanting to be here. Congratulations, Jalen. Your St. James Church family is proud of you as well. So you got in Bridget Williams. Yeah, Bridget Williams.
Williams, yeah.
Yeah, so Bridget Williams. Okay. All right, guys. And my man RE AJ also was a coach. Golly, go ahead. He was
Yeah.
coaching you.
Let's
Let me
let's
know how
talk
old he
about let's
is.
talk about all these people supporting Jalen. Let's
Facts.
like let's get into just what does that mean to you? How what being in West Morgan, having the support you have, the family support, how has that impacted you? Like even you got your older brothers, your siblings, like how has that shaped your whole mindset of and how you approach things and coming in this whole season? Like what does that mean to you?
It means a lot just knowing that people care for me, people really like watching everything that I do, knowing that like how I'm raised by my parents, and just watching them just raise me well, and just knowing that everybody gonna watch my every move.
Right.
Now, some
And
people
Dad,
look.
what you got to say about that, Dad? What you what
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
what's
well,
your
well, it's just that he just, like I said, we let him do what he want to do, but at the same time, like I said, he stay focused. Like I said, well-rounded teammates he have and everything. He when they, like I said, if he score, they score, he go out and support them, things like that. We just try to teach him different things in life to be not to be selfish.
yeah,
Mm, mm,
that's
okay.
good. Not to be
Okay.
selfish.
And that's the reason. And the reason why I'm glad he asked that question because, like I said, it speaks to the love. We got Amber Tapscott in here as well, giving a shout out to the family as well. It speaks highly of yourself. But one thing I like to also push into, um, my man, 427, the photographer, 21 Savage. That's it. Photo 27,
Yeah,
photo 27. That's it.
photo them, yeah.
Yeah, photo 27. I've seen my man. That's a photographer out there. I'm like, wait, I can't. What's going on? But no, this is I like to also speak from not only from experience, but also to give a little drop, a little wisdom, a nugget of wisdom and everything. As you know, all these things are well needed, and it speaks to who you are as a person and what you have been able to do and things of that nature. Um, Managing these expectations that can be pressure. I feel like everybody counting on me. Everybody's expecting me to do this and do that. How and keeping the first thing because, like I said, this is one thing that I see. You see it so much, especially in this generation where they got the NIL deal. You getting it straight coming out of high school. You got social media. Everybody going for likes and everything, and all these aspects that is consistently drawn on you to be able to make yourself more seen and more visible. Um,
Right.
for you, what has been some of the things that have helped keep you grounded? Can you speak to some experiences in your life that has kept you grounded and be able to handle this moment of all the cheers and all the paddles on the back and everything? What's some things that you haven't dealt with in your life you can dig back and think about whether it was some good moments, bad times that kind of taught you to stay kind of even keel for you for this moment?
This year I had my first fumble in 3 years. I was
Mm,
mad. Everybody on the team came up to me to get my head up, and after that, I scored 3 touchdowns. And a good moment. Just every time I score, I see the crowd go crazy, teammates celebrating. And I celebrate my teammates too. So I was like I have to be myself around other people.
Got you. So how do you handle the have you had this now I see you guys been having a good, season, man, and blowing out cats, having the great victories, big time wins and everything of that nature, which is what you want to be. You want to dominate, completely dominate your opponent. And you guys have been able to do that. As you go into further into the round, do you fear not you didn't say for the fear, but how your team will handle adversity when it's maybe not so say a blowout game when you have to go 4 quarters. How do you feel? What do you guys have done prepared to be able to see yourself playing 4 quarters and staying patient? Because one thing I realized that I've seen that through time and playing many years myself is not often that you deal with the fact of, oh, I can't handle this. It's not too much. But when you put in a situation where it's there's a certain place and not working, you got to stay because you got to have a long 8 minute drive, a 7 minute drive. What have you guys done to prepare to know that you guys can handle that situation, even though you haven't quite seen it this season?
Oh, this just Coach Phillips preaches probably every day. He just tells us to play the next play. He just tells us if something bad happens, play the next play. Something good happens, play the next play. We know adversity gonna hit sometime this year, and it has a few times. But we know we have to keep on playing because you never know something good will happen that next play.
I love it. I love it, man. Look, and this is what we're gonna go ahead and jump in right now. Chris, you got anything before I jump to our next segment?
Oh, let's get it.
All right, man. So this is the one here. So some of the former players as well showing love. I really very much appreciate that, guys. We got Jalen Love, your humility. So I'm just kind of popping in here. This is the time, and this is it. The second round. This has been a thorn in the side of West Morgan football, dating back to forever. I know we have one time we made it past there in 1994, which is almost 30 years ago. And that's the last time the advance past the second round. We got to the third round. At that time, I literally remember I was a water boy. I was a water boy and ball boy for my brother's older team, my brother's team at that time. He was playing there. What have you guys heard about? What are the history? Do you guys know? Do y'all know the history about that? And how has this week been a bit just different for you?
Oh, I've heard about it. I heard that West Morgan came past the second round. But I just feel like that's a lot. I feel like this year's team we're able to do that this year, knowing how much we done worked for this moment. I just feel like we worked so hard for this moment that we can get past the second round.
I agree. I definitely agree. And the whole thing of this is a curse. This is this. And no, no, it's not. A lot of things come down to being able to adjust, to make second half adjustments. Use an example for a team, the Alabama. The teams that you see in the first half, not the team that come out in the second half. Why? It's halftime adjustments. It's all about making those certain adjustments to prepare yourself to be able to, okay, they gave us that. They knew about this. They scouted us on this. They got 10, 11 games of experience to be able to see what West Morgan do best, what they master. And going into the game, have you guys kind of added some, I mean, of course, not going into detail, but have you added some wrinkles knowing that they're going to key on number 21. They want to find a way to stop number 21, or it's better yet to slow 21 down and make somebody else beat us. Also make them. In our case, when we play, we're gonna make them try to pass the ball because we know what they can do to run the ball. We're gonna see what they're gonna pass the ball. So for you, have you guys kind of added some different wrinkles into your system here to kind of be able to have an answer for them trying to bottle you up, or different ways to kind of get you still loose and explosive?
Oh yes, sir. We add like every week we add in probably we don't even add new plays. We just add more things in the plays to get either me open, Timo open, or anybody on the team open. So we just like know like you if you stop one of us, you ain't gonna stop the other people because the way our offense is this year, how powerful it is, I feel like anybody can score on our team.
I want perfect, and that's the mindset, man. Like I said, I think I look at this. Make your own history. You make your own history. Don't even worry about what has happened in the past, what had did this and that. Because what it really is simply just that it is the past. You know what I'm saying? The past. Now let's talk about this real quick. You got this going, and for us, you go into the second round and you go with this. Hey, I want 3 weeks down the road. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna be three? Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. We want to be down there and playing for all the chips. Let's tap into the relationship, man. 'Cause I think it's so important to understand the relationship that you guys have with the coach staff. Who do you kind of credit so much of the success with when it comes to you guys staff and how you guys are coached each and every day? What are some of the driving messages that consistently get drove into you guys, not only game day but every week of practice?
Is it really Coach Phillips or not just him? The whole coaching staff. The whole coaching staff preach like we have to play fast, physical, discipline, and always play together. Because if we play somebody fast, we can be real fast, but we can be more physical than them. You know, some teams might not be as physical, but we know we have to play every 4 quarters. So we know like that's where we beat people where we played it every 4 quarters.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. So we're gonna get into real quick, my man Chris. We're gonna really jump into a we got some I'll make sure I give you got some more shout outs real quick, guys. We got some more things coming in here, more people coming in here. Uh that's what we're gonna speak to. I want to speak to some of this also. This is um a very, very important. You have a number on. Talk about the numbers, history. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson down avenue here. Do you what made you get number 21? What is special about for you for number 21?
Really, just the history of my family. My family, I know George Scruggs had 21 on, and I just know that my brother had it, and I had other few cousins who had 21 on. So I just felt like I should carry on the legacy.
Okay, okay, I like that. I like that. So, all right, so that's his. Okay, so I didn't know if you knew that. And then we had another guy, man. I was just paying homage to him because I haven't seen anything like him. I mean, and this is me when I played it with this guy as well as further on, named Chauncey Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that name, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, yeah, historic man. His one of the I'm the dude was cut on a dime. I ain't seen my combination speed, fast, everything, man. So, and I say that because, like I said, I love to see that you got legacy connected to why you're wearing that number, and I think also it's important to show that as well with you being because you family, like you can't know what's wrong with your family. Yes, it's point blank, period. But I think you also know the history of that family. You know, when you wear these certain numbers, I still look for people who wear number 20. Right? So let's see you perform now. You got to do your thing now. Let's rock now.
Right.
20 made some history. This is number 10. It's 21. So I think it's so important to be carrying on that legacy and making sure that you know where you come from. So you also know how to not to try to repeat the history, of course, but to be able to like, okay, pay the homage. I know what I know. I'm wearing. This is special. Like we're number 2. It's a special number. The Deuce Salute. You gotta, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, number 2 was meant song. Number 2 and number 1. You can't be a scrub wearing number 1 and number 2. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep it strong. Real quick here, we got some more people paired into the channels, man. I want to make sure I'm gonna take a quick pause, guys. Make sure when you come in here, as I'm showing these all the love, man. I want to make sure Jalen, you see all the love that's being shared on the page consistently by our guests and everything. Rebels on top, West Bradford. We got Latanya Griffin Moore. Um, Giving a shout out as well. Let me see. We got going here. Oh, the last one here, Reese. Yeah, Reese Seals as well. So we got names popping in left and right, man. Guys, keep on dropping these comments. We very much appreciate it. Jalen, very much appreciate it. And also, guys, when you do that, also give me an E36 as well. Pop an E36 on here for us, guys. Let us know that you are in the building and where you're located from as well. All right. So we're not gonna take, like I said, not gonna take much more of your time, man. I want to make sure we get you. I know it's kind of getting make sure everybody stand up at the late hour. We have some technical difficulties going on. Um, but with that being said, man, you're going into, like I said, this is the last. This is last year, regardless. And I really want you to make sure that that you guys just really, man, just really pushing it all you got. Because one thing I noticed about playing ball, and it's similar. I'm speaking to you because you're in a similar situation that I was in many years ago. Um, no matter what happens, win or lose, Friday night will be the last night that you ever play that game, a second round with those players. No matter if they seniors, no matter if they sophomores, no matter what. And you want to be able to know that you gave it everything you got because those moments will come around. Like you'll never play another first round. You're done. You never play another second round. Even go to third round. You never will play these players again. And it makes those moments so much more meaningful. Those moments so much more. And it's hard to look at it when you're 17, 18 years old to really understand the depths of that. But I want to make sure you understand the depths of it, man. And you got like I'm gonna try my best to be there because I want to be a part of seeing that next level, that obstacle that seemed to be tripping us up for so long that we knocked down. I don't want to see a story. Have you have a story? Oh man, 2020, 2023, bro. We should have won it. Chill. We should have won it that year. We had it. No, we want to be there. Where I'm like, yo, I remember. I was there that night, yo. I was there. My man, they celebrated. They did it, and they kept on going. To see that and supporting it. And I say that to say, no matter what happens, either way, those are lasting moments. So as you go, man, how does Jalen Fletcher want to be remembered in the eyes of his observers? What is your legacy? What do you want for your legacy?
Just me being a good person, me just being a leader, just showing, just spreading positivity to everybody.
I got it. I like that. I like that. He ain't said nothing about no. He didn't say nothing about no sports, about the field, and that speaks volume. Man, how do you
Yeah.
live that? So and you live in that with that type of mindset. That's why I said I want that to be known. To ask that type of question because, like I said, your stats they'll be there. What you did in the field, okay. People remember that somebody will do it again at some point in time. Um, but I always remember this. People remember how you made them feel. They may not remember not exactly what you did, but they remember how you made them feel when you was in their presence, and that's the most vital, important aspect of everything we do, man. No matter you go to UNA, understand who you representing. You represent your family. You represent yourself. You represent your school. You represent so many other people that came past, present, and future for you. Rick, man, about yourself. How do you want to see your and also moms? Bring moms in. Where moms in? Moms ain't jumped in the thing. You gotta hear mom. I know moms ain't just quiet. Let's talk about real quick, mom. Throw you in here real quick,
Sitting in the
mom.
background, sitting in the background.
Okay, she must have to get out. I gotta get my hands.
Hey, look,
So mom, talk to us. We're gonna make sure you say hi, mom. Uh, how are you feeling, man? Watching your son, your baby boy, go through this process and all the hard work he has put in over these years to now be where he is at on the cusp of free education as well.
Yes. I'm very proud of Jalen. I just can't wait to see where all of this takes him. And as long as he stays with God, nothing else matters. So as long as he stay positive and stay on the right side, don't have to hurt him. We'll be all right.
Most definitely, most definitely. Mom, did you who introduced him to the game? How'd you get introduced to the game, Jay? Let me ask
He
that
gave it
question.
to me.
It was mom's.
He gave
Okay,
it to me. He gave
huh?
it to me.
Dad, I love my dad.
Okay, got it from dad. So mom, you was okay. So mom was okay with him getting in the game from the beginning. She wasn't like, don't hit my baby now. Don't.
Now, football is in my family, in my side of the family, so I'm used to it.
Okay,
Got the
okay.
Scrubs blood running through him.
No other choice. No other choice. I love it. I love it, man. Well, we ain't gonna hold you guys up much longer, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a monumental night. Definitely, Oh, but that'll make sure my man Christian. You got anything to say, Chris? I'm sorry about that.
No, no. I mean, this is real good, Jalen. I mean, you show yourself as a true leader. It's very important to be holistic in everything we do. You don't tie your identity, and this is for any student athlete. You shouldn't tie your identity in just your position or just what you can do on the field, but it's about what you do off the field. And based off of the support you have and the parenting, and I think everything is just coming together for you. So we're all glad, and yeah, we looking to see what's gonna happen next. Well, we already know what's going to happen this week, you know.
Fact.
So I
Going down.
yeah, so I'm gonna be planning to be out there for the home game. That's what we're gonna shoot for. We already know what's about to happen.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Sir.
I like that. I like that. You know what? It's some people out there that's like, you know what? We gonna wait till next week. We're gonna be at home. They're gonna be there next week, and then I'm like, hey,
Claim it.
there you
Yeah,
go.
I
There
don't
you
want to lose
go.
no cell reception out there in corner.
I got you. All right, last one, real quick, guys. Pop up on the comment. They coming in the left and right, man. Last one. Kimberly Shrugs. Hey, cuz. Also, we got Janice, Joyce. I'm sorry, Joyce McGregor. Can respect the family more. Love them. Great. Congrats, Jalen. So, y'all just want to make sure I show that love, guys, on the comments that's just popping in and everything, guys. So, salute to you all. Blessings for you. I appreciate you guys coming here on the platform. Make sure, guys, you guys go share this, like this. Go to my YouTube page, guys. E36 Unfiltered. Go to YouTube page E36 Unfiltered, guys. You'll be able to see the recap of this video, of this interview as well. Once again, and I thank you guys for staying up late through the technical difficulties. Everybody pouring in, and showing the love and the support. Jalen, any last word before we sign out?
Yes, sir. I just want to say prayers up for the Johnson family. drafted today, tragic today at practice. So here, anyone y'all watching, I'm praying for y'all. And I just want to say thank y'all for the support. Everybody who's watching, thank you for my teammates, coaches. Just thank you for having me out.
Absolutely, man. There it is, guys. We sign. I gotta give a shout out from my old alma mater as well. Rebels, man, do your thing, handle your business. Go Lions, roll tide, and everybody, good night. Be blessed.
Okay.
E36 Unfiltered, aka the Unfiltered Room with Mr. E. Gray.